Oh, hi, my name is Alyssa, and this is Venus in Sagittarius. I'm pretty sick right now. I can't hear anything, and I can barely talk, so I hope that you enjoy the video, even though it's obnoxious listening to me. I can't hear me. I'm actually, every time I talk, I feel like my ears are popping, but they don't pop fully. It's very depressing. Okay, so if your Venus is in Sagittarius, it means that your Venus, the planet of love, is in the sign of Sagittarius, which I like to sum up in that it's the sign of higher learning, knowledge, and travel. So in a nutshell, you'd say that Venus in Sagittarius means that when you strive and you look for a relationship, and in the own way that you love, you want something that's going to make you better, that's going to teach you, that you can also teach, that's going to allow growth in your life, that it might be something that you're actually just always looking for, because nothing ever seems to free you the way that you need to be free. A lot of relationships might make you feel caged in. Now, I got this funny comment when I asked you all what I should talk about, and it was, is it a normal Venus and Sagittarius thing to just always be hot for teacher? And it made me laugh, because technically, yeah, I'm not saying that you're all going to be hot for teacher, but you like somebody who's able to bestow wisdom upon you, somebody who you can really learn from. And a teacher, even if they're teaching you stuff you already know, a teacher seems to have all the knowledge, because they're the ones standing in head of the class. They're the ones with the power. And to anything in Sagittarius, power is knowledge. And where do you get knowledge from? You get it from travel, you get it from school, you get it from books, you get it from reading, you get it from watching, you get it from writing. That's where you get knowledge from. So, if you love somebody, when your Venus is in Sagittarius, you love for them to give you all of that, and to allow you to be free and make your own decisions and your own choices. When your Venus is in Sagittarius, the way you relate to people and love people is very different from what your sun sign might be. Your ultimate goal is to be free and to learn. And so you don't want an obsessive sort of relationship. You don't want that feeling of having somebody to protect you. You don't like that. You want to be independent, and you want to be with somebody who is also independent, and you can be together in a like-minded, independent relationship. You know what I mean? You're not the type of person that wants to merge souls with somebody. When you do get in a really close relationship, you are very loyal, because you kind of are like, you're this person makes me feel alive. That's what you're looking for. That life, that adventure, that spontaneity. You can't get that with somebody, maybe even in your own sun sign. Like if you could be a Venus in Sagittarius and a Scorpio, and you could be dating another Scorpio with their Venus in Scorpio, and you won't be able to connect, because they want to sit on the couch with you, and you want to go look at the world and go to art shows and shit. You want to expand your horizons, expand your palate, try different foods, do things that can make you come alive. You might have an issue with that past loves, thinking that you move on really quickly, because when the fire is ignited in a relationship, that it's a fire. You know, Sagittarius is a fire sign. It wants to feel the fire, it wants to feel the passion, and it will ignite quickly. But it also can burn out just as quick. And when that happens, you have a strong desire to get out of the relationship. It is a mutable sign, so sometimes you might actually take too much information with other people. People will be like, why are you leaving that person? That person's the best thing to ever happen to you. And you might actually take it in and stay in a relationship you don't want to be in for a longer period of time. You need to be aware of your own desires and dreams, because there's certain things that you can't live with, and being caged in is one of those things. You will be drained of life. You need somebody who doesn't just want to sit around the house all the time. You want somebody who has big dreams like you do. And after, say, you break up with that person because the fire burns out, you might move on really quickly. You might all of a sudden just jump into another relationship, and it might have people say things like, my girlfriend must have been cheating on me because she hooked up with that guy right away. And like, they just know, because there's no way you could have just moved on so quickly. And in reality, you can move on quickly. That is one of your traits. You're able to disconnect from your past relationship and move on, even before, say, some of your family members or friends can. They might be still attached to your old relationship, and you might be like, no, I'm already on a new one, guys. Please. You might have a lot of people that you have dated just kind of assuming that you were a cheater. I think that's unfortunate, because Venus in Sagittarius is not necessarily all cheating. In fact, a lot of the Venus signs, if you're watching this just for takes on Venus signs, the ones that get the worst rap for cheating tend to be the ones that stay in a relationship when they want to be in a relationship and actually just leave when it's over. They don't stay and cheat. The ones who are going to cheat are the ones who want to stay in a relationship forever, because they're the ones who haven't understood in their mind, basically, why they're in the relationship. They just know that they have to be in one, and so they do stray because of it. Say your Venus is in Sagittarius, you're so willing to just get out that you don't have time to cheat, because you're already on the out. And it's not cheating anymore. And I'm sorry that people don't understand that about you. It's really rude. Venus in Sagittarius, because it is about mind expansion and even just expansion in general, when it has to do with sex, you really do like to try out different partners. It's very unlikely that a Venus in Sagittarius would just be with one person forever, because they'd kind of have that feeling like, I feel like I can explore so much more with my sexuality. Also, the Venus in Sagittarius, you relate to people on a witty level, on a goofy level, on a let's make jokes and see if they fly, so that I can try to understand when people around me. You want to be able to relate to people of all different types, and the best way that you do that is through humor. So when you're looking for a relationship, you want somebody who doesn't cage you in, that doesn't need you to merge souls with them, that wants to see the world and has big dreams just like you, but is also willing to support your dreams. You may not just want somebody who's like, oh, I got these big dreams, you got these big dreams, let's go off and do these big dreams. You need somebody who's going to be there for you and support you. And that's your Venus in Sagittarius.